Hello, my dear student. I am Krishna Kumar. Today we discussed about the transportation in plants. In plants, transportation of materials like food, water, and minerals takes place through conducting tissue called xylem and phloem. The xylem tissue is responsible for transportation of water and minerals from root to the leaves. It consists of xylem vessels and tracheids. These two kind of the cells of the xylem tissue have seen the transportation of the water. Water and minerals enter the root by diffusion process. Then, due to transpiration, the suction force helps in the upward movement of water and minerals. The suction force is one kind of the force which create due to the transpiration, because during the transpiration the water vapor is get lost in the form of the water is get lost in the form of water vapor, so that the pressure in leaves become lower than the pressure of the water in stream, and due to this one kind of the force is created there to move the water in channel from higher concentration to the lower concentration. The phloem, it transports food from the leaves to the other parts of the plant. When the plants prepare their food in their leaves, then the all amounts of the food which are prepared by the plants are not used for the different kind of the needs. Small amounts of the food is used to obtain the energy, but the rest amount of the food is get stored in plants in different part of the plants. The movement of the transportation of food from the leaves to the other parts in different parts of the plant is known as translocation. The phloem consists of seed tubes and companion cells. Food from the leaves is transferred to the xylem by the energy of ATP molecule. Due to osmotic pressure, water enters the phloem and helps in the transport of food. Now we come to the new topic, excretion. Excretion is the process by which the waste products produced during metabolic activities is removed from the body. So the removal of waste products from the body is known as excretion. In unicellular organisms, the waste products are removed from the cells into the surroundings by diffusion process, and in multicellular organisms the waste products are removed through specialized organs. So there is a specialized organs and the organ system that has in the removal of the waste materials from their body. So we see here the excretion in the human beings. Human beings is also the higher organism, multicellular body, and not the diffusion process is capable here, so that the excretion is takes place in human beings by the excretory system consists of a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, urinary bladder, and urethra. Each kidney has a number of excretory units called nephrons. Can we see the figure in which clearly we see that how uh, the one pair of the kidney is connected with the urinary bladder with the right ureter and the left ureter. The blood vessels are also connected with the kidney, and the blood vessels brings the blood, impure blood, to the kidney for filtration, and the blood vessels again distribute the all kinds of the bloods, pure bloods, to the different body parts. So you can see here the kidney, ureter, urinary bladder, and the sphincter, and the opening is called the urethra. This is front view of the urinary tract of the urinary system of human beings. In human excretory system, the kidney, you can see here the kidney is divided into two parts, medulla and cortex. The kidney is connected with the renal vein and the renal artery, and the one kidney is made from the 1 million of nephron. The nephron is the filtering units. You can see here the nephron, afferent arteriole and the efferent arteriole, Bowman's capsule, glomerules, and capillary network, canals, loop of canals. These are the part of the nephron. So the nephron is the filtering unit of kidney. So by the nephron, the impure blood is get filtered and the waste materials are excreted out from the body. You see here the structure of nephron. Cup-like structures of the nephron is known as Bowman's capsules, in which the thin blood vessels are present for filter the blood, is known as glomerules, and the curved tube-like structures after the glomerules is known as convoluted tubules. So they are the two convoluted tubules, one PCT and another one is the DCT. PCT is the proximal convoluted tubule and DCT is a distal convoluted tubule. The U shape of the convoluted tubule is here the loop of canal. The ending of the nephron is connected with the number of collecting duct, number of the distal tubules in a common duct is known as the collecting duct. Now we see the working of the nephron. Each nephron has a cup-like structure called Bowman's capsule containing a bundle of capillaries called glomeruli. The Bowman's capsule leads into a tubular structure which joins into a collecting duct. The renal artery brings the nitrogenous waste like ammonia, urea, uric acid, along with excess water, salts into the nephron. It filters the nitrogenous waste, water and salts which passes through the tubular structure into the collecting duct. The waste then passes through the ureters into the urinary bladder and is then sent out through the urethra as urine. The useful products like amino acids, glucose, salts, etc. are reabsorbed by the capillaries around the tubular structure and goes into the renal vein. Excretion in plants. In plants, the gaseous waste products produced during respiration, that is carbon dioxide, and during the photosynthesis, oxygen are removed through the stomata. Excess water is removed through the stomata. This process is called transpiration, so that